What the cat doing on the gym bag? Cat on the gym bag. What the cat doing on the gym bag? What's the cat doing on the gym bag? Cat's on the gym bag. What are you doing? What are you doing on the gym bag, sir? All right. Against my call it better judgment, we're going to the gym. No, I'm pretty tuckered out today. Legs yesterday, that pendulum squat movement, that kind of redefined the game for me. Okay, that it gave me something I haven't felt in a long time, and that is pain after leg day. Kind of highlights a really good point of exercise selection. You know, it's a typical leg day for me is leg extension, RDLs, hamstring curls, sissy squats, maybe some leg press, you know? And by all means, it's not like I'm not going hard, but it's more of a matter of, you know, you will always acclimate over time, so it's always nice to throw something in just to kind of, I can't say shock the system or shock the muscle. I'm not super subscribed to that theory, but it is, you know, squatting with load is something I haven't done in a long time, so obviously my body is going to be impacted a little more by it. But point being, I'm tired. I am pretty tired, but you know, I'm working all of this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'll be off tomorrow and the day after. So I'm thinking to myself, you know, I am tired and, you know, I am sore, but I'm not tired enough to not go to the gym, and I am not sore like in the muscle group I plan on hitting today. So in a sick, twisted sort of way, I can justify going. Plus it's fun, you know. This is how I enjoy starting my day. So Garmin watch says that I got like 5 hours of sleep. So I might not be, or I probably won't be as strong as I normally am today. However, I'm not going in with the intention of, you know, loading up as much weight as I can and just kind of going crazy, like freaking out on the bench, you know. We're kind of like in the final stages of our cut, so I just have to go in, get a good pump, you know, get everything fatigued, you know, everything fully stimulated so that I'm maintaining everything that I've kind of built upon, right? Progressive overload is a thing of the past, a distant memory for me. But soon we'll be reacquainted. But for now, you know, that's kind of the point of it all. So in terms of plans today, we got chest and side delt if we have the time. Oh boy. So the plate loaded flat bench machine, it's kind of calling my name. It's one of those ones that has like a curved handle. So if you grab like the vertical portion, it'll be more like upper pec, tricep, a little bit of front delt. But I normally do that just because I prefer to bias my like upper pec instead of everything else. However, today I'm going to change it up. So we're going to be lighter on the weight, grabbing on the horizontal part of the bar, and that'll be more mid chest, and it's more of a squeeze for a squeeze and a stretch for the entire chest. But of course, that also means it'll be much more difficult. So you won't be seeing 3 plates on this today. Probably see like 2 plates. Who knows? Maybe even a plate and a quarter. You never really know. But after that, probably move on to maybe another variation of machine press. I could do that. I could do Smith machine press. I don't really want to mess around with any of the free weights right now. But I mean, cables. The world is our oyster. The gym is our playground. So plenty of options. I'm sure we'll figure it out. It is a Sunday morning, 4:13 to be exact. It's freezing outside. I'm wearing like 4 layers, and I'm still shivering. But I'm hoping that the gym will be a little sparse today, because who in their right mind is going to be going to the gym on a Sunday morning, in this condition? I have a feeling that the odds will be stacked in our favor, so not too worried about it. Hopefully we'll get some sets in. Still super congested. My car is covered in pollen, so the era of perpetual congestion is back. So I think I'll have to start stocking up on my Flonase and Ryaltris and all of that to kind of keep me going, because it is not fun. I am just always sniffly, and especially in the gym, it's kind of a pain in the ass. If I'm in the middle of a set, I need to take a deep breath, and I just go, it's just gross. It's gross, and you almost start choking. Yeah, it just sucks. So I've got to figure something out there. I've got to make a phone call to my ENT, get her to square me away. Let's see. Oh, pre-workout. I'm still doing the making my own pre-workout train, just because it is so much cheaper. It is much cheaper. I can pick whatever flavor I want. And I really don't have to worry about dosing or like buying something that is underdosed. So I spent about $70, all right, and that was for a huge bottle of like 500 capsules of caffeine pills. Each one is 200 milligrams, so pop 1 or 2 every day. I've got enough for a few months. Big container of beta-alanine, because I like the feeling of bugs under my skin. Alpha GPC, because that's kind of the mental stimulant. So it's just kind of a nice little addition. It just kind of helps me get locked in, for lack of better words. And final ingredient of the concoction is citrulline malate, just to kind of enhance our pump. I do want to add some more like items to it. I just haven't really sat down and kind of like done some research on everything. And like you could say, oh, why don't you add a glycerol powder? That would help with the pump. It certainly would, but I don't want to do that right now, because I am not exactly hydrated to begin with during this month, just because of the fasting. So I feel like it'll be kind of more of a detriment to me to be taking a any type of ingredient that soaks up hydration. It would be like getting a giant bowl of flour and putting like 3 drops of water in it. You're not getting anywhere with that. So that's my thought process. But anyhow, this morning I decided to change it up a little bit. So same mixture, same everything, but instead of popping the caffeine capsules, I've kind of been nursing this Ghost energy drink that I bought like 5 days ago and just didn't have a chance to drink it. So, genuinely just for the sake of variation. I'm not really a big fan of slamming carbonated drinks on the way to the gym, but this one is kind of tasty, so. That is so harsh. I've never really been one to chug carbonated drinks, so that burns my throat. That's like a shot of Fireball to me. But anyhow, enough yapping. I'm gonna try to blow all the congestion out of my sinuses, and guess I'll see you guys in the gym. Hopefully, it'll be kind of devastating if I just see you back in the car. So I guess we'll find out in 3, 2, 1. All right, change of plans. I did a little warm up on cables. I think I'm better off just pushing chest to tomorrow. So I did some cardio, and I think today will be a decent, just little shoulder day. So I got started with set number 1. I probably won't record every set because it's all just going to be the same thing, but 1 or 2 just to feed into it, right? So, see you for set number 2. All right. I'll admit it. Okay. Maybe today should have been a rest day. All right. I got in there and started warming up on cables. Dude, I could tell right away. I think the stack was set to like 22 pounds or whatever. Dude, that felt like half the stack. So I instantly called it there. Hopped on the treadmill, did some cardio, watched the new episode of Solo Leveling. So that was pretty good. That was pretty darn good. And I was thinking about just like saying, F it. Do cardio the entire time, 45 minutes or an hour or something. And then shower up and leave. But after watching that episode of Solo Leveling, I was like, dude, I gotta pick up something, okay? So that's why I ended up doing some side delt work. So intention was chest, but I think we're better off pushing it to tomorrow. And honestly, tomorrow might even be a rest day. So not super sure. We'll play it by ear, It is just as each day progresses with the Ramadan fasting, it is increasingly more difficult to get enough sleep. And at first I thought it was just me, with my odd working schedule. But based on the things I'm seeing on TikTok, it seems like everybody's kind of going through it right now in terms of the lack of sleep. Like the big complaint, or not complaint, but the big struggle is not thirst or hunger. It is merely sleep deprivation. So, yeah. Yep, this is definitely a hard one. Now, I don't need to get into the Ramadan talk too much. I think that's a little too niche of a topic to get into for the grander audience. Anyways, yeah, definitely a little sleep deprived. So tomorrow, I'll wake up around like 4:30, 5 a.m. And if I'm feeling like no way, this isn't happening, it'll be a rest day. That's all right. We'll do our cardio and that's it, right? But I mean, there's not too much to say about side delt work. I mean, you saw it. It was just a bunch of this, of all sorts of varying shapes and sizes. So, got a pretty decent little shoulder pump. I took a sneak peek, just couldn't not do it. And the veins and whatnot all over my shoulders looked kind of freaky. We even have some like creeping up on my traps and everything. It's makes for a pretty cool sight. So yeah, all in all, really cool stuff. Gosh, I was about to say something life-changing. What was I gonna say? Sleep deprivation. Potential rest day tomorrow. Ugh. I got hit with the doorway effect. I got to this red light and I had to come to a full stop, and it completely threw me off my my train of thought. Damn. Whatever. But all in all, really nice shoulder day. Given the circumstances, of course. So can't really complain about that. So gosh. Try not to just repeat all of the same things that I always say. Oh gosh, this is gonna bug me. Cardio. Tomorrow might be a cardio day. Talked about Solo Leveling. I don't know. Yeah, I'm at a loss right now. I am at a loss. But doesn't matter. So I'm thinking about what I'm having for dinner tonight. Okay. And so the breakfast that I just smashed in the QT parking lot consisted of one off-brand Uncrustable. Okay, 300 calories right there, and then one Magic Spoon protein Rice Krispie. So another 180, right? 180. We'll call it 180. Okay, so all in all, 500 calories gone. All right, so we've got 1,300 calories left for dinner, and after I eat, I go straight to bed, man. I am just, exhausted. And then with that insulin spike, dude, I am out. So I get to be a little creative with my dinners. I get to have a little more than I normally would, like on a non-fasting condition. So something I've been craving is waffle fries. All right, waffle, like really nicely seasoned, crispy waffle fries. Oh, that'll be great. Okay, so I think I'm gonna have my wife pick up some like frozen waffle fries. Okay, one serving of that should be about, depending on the brand, 300-ish. Okay, so if I got a little overzealous, I told her let's do 2 servings of that. That's 700 calories. All right, 700 calories plus the 500 I've already had is 1,200 calories. So I have 600 calories left, and that's plenty. All right, so a serving of shredded cheese, a serving of low-fat sour cream, a serving of or a couple servings of sugar-free barbecue sauce. Okay, you following me here? Some sliced green onions, and then like 2 servings of Real Foods chicken tenders. That would be what, 240, 350. Let's call it 400, 450. Honestly, that might leave me with like 100 calories left. Think about that. Okay, all of that in one big bowl. Oh my god, that would be insane. Also, I'm hitting every red light. I need to practice my patience, but this is insane. I've never hit this many red lights on this stretch of road. Normally it's like green all the way through, and it's oh my god, it is testing my patience. Oh man. So I'm getting hangry already. I just had breakfast and I'm getting hangry. But dude, that would be pretty good. And then macros wise, it would be like a pretty significant amount of carbs, okay? Maybe even a significant amount of fat. But then protein wise, it would be like what? 10, 13 plus 55 or 60 grams of protein there. And then wash it all down with a protein shake. I think that would be good, guys. I think that would be good. I think we've got ourselves a little bit of a plan here. So I am gonna mosey my way over to work and daydream about this dinner. Oh, I think I remember the thing I was gonna talk about. It actually wasn't as significant as I thought it was, but I was kind of looking over some of the footage during the side delt, lateral raises, and dude, it was kind of cool seeing how the sweatpants I was wearing were like kind of cuffed at my knees. It's kind of a cool look, man, because those sweatpants are like pretty baggy on me. Like when I'm standing up, the waistline, I've pulled the drawstring as much as I can, and it just like, it won't tighten anymore. So there's like a lot of extra room. So if I have like anything in my pockets, it'll kind of start to sag. But dude, sitting down, seeing how like my quads filled out all of that space, pretty cool. That looked pretty freaking cool, I'm not gonna lie. Definitely thumbnail worthy. So anyhow, nothing left to say. I'm just gonna try to beat all of these red lights out. And yeah, so potentially chest tomorrow, but potentially not. If I need a rest day tomorrow, I am going to be much more obligated to take it. So you may see me tomorrow, you may not. And if you need your fix, I'm sorry, man, but patience makes the heart grow fonder. So I will catch you guys on the flippity flop. All right.